Is the excavator just for miners? Or the smartest power armor in Fallout? Let's dig in, literally. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to unearth one of Fallout 76's most interesting and surprisingly useful power armor sets, the Excavator Power Armor. It's big, it's tough, it's got that industrial mining aesthetic, and it does something no other power armor does. It makes you filthy rich in ore. So if you want the full story from lore to gameplay advantages to where you can get it yourself, stick around. Let's dive deep. One born in the mines, not the military. Unlike all those shiny military-grade suits like the T-45 or T-51B, the excavator wasn't designed to fight communists or survive nukes. Nope, it was built to dig. Developed by Garrahan Mining Co, the excavator, officially the EXC-17 excavator suit, was meant to protect miners from rockfalls, dust, and radiation while letting them work faster. And let's be real, that's classic Fallout. In this universe, even the mining suits are basically tanks. It was designed to boost productivity. Mining companies loved the idea of cutting costs and keeping their human crews competitive with robots. Garrahan hyped it up as the future of Appalachian mining. So while soldiers were gearing up in Anchorage, Garrahan was trying to sell miners a power armor suit as workwear. 2. The rush to beat the robots. But here's where the drama kicks in. Around 2075, Garrahan Mining was under pressure. Hornwright Industrial was launching their auto miner line, fully automated mining robots that didn't need lunch breaks or health insurance. Vivian Garrahan knew her company needed something big to stay relevant. So she hired Harold Frost, a guy who had worked on the T-45 power armor, to lead the excavator project. They wanted a prototype in months. Ambitious, right? Early on, it actually looked promising. They had sleek marketing, they hyped it as a miner's best friend. But engineering reality hit hard. The arms kept breaking under bedrock stress. Components were shearing, fracturing, falling apart. You know, slightly important problems if you're digging for a living. 3. Enter black titanium, and lots of it. To fix it, the team had to get creative. Their solution? Black titanium. Strong, durable, and conveniently mined right in Appalachia. Perfect for withstanding the punishment of breaking rock. There was just one little catch. It was really expensive. Too expensive for military budgets. They weren't going to put it in the T-45. But for Garrahan, trying to make an industrial-grade mining suit that could justify a high price tag? Worth it. This made the excavator armor tough as nails, with an unmistakable black finish that sets it apart. But it also made it heavy, really heavy, which brings us to the next problem. Next, number 4, 1 times easy, reactor meltdowns, and ultrasight power tests. The suit power tests of being a list and Lat and Johnston, which is winning on series, exception Street Link to drag down and turn. Langan held people so much wanted dozens to leave it about Next percentage Langan held people have a long and fixing the earls. Is only prominent about to Prentice Storman, using the suit and temple lateness. The eternal life, you think Prentice Storman tests, that one side is tests. Next in use like ton hours in Indy. Because it's not leasing as medicals, but tab is once a for money to most homical PC, promos only better of spirit, for most 3 to 4 man. The Apta Money Reactor Power Equipment Reinsures to do to suit by the suit in the new excavator armors from Jensing the Half Time. In this maintum train markages, the desuit being power in the fire, the heating excavator soat. Your only bet seer, like many mansions curds and the laying in the signs of verse. Suit bout relying from signal, as well along the first. Even line, where also protrit, it is the act of the actual Ramones that down on the ultra-sight power suit. Next 2010. The suit stocked out with your tunia. In 2077, in there on the Wasteland, an approacher has worm masking finishing and a teamler similar worse. Part of a waste time, using the contributing and fallout of the suit. It's Ryake, 305 2 pounds, from Dauber. Using the sheet piece, we're in free flan. Going on number 8, gameplay bonuses. Not just cosmetic. Here's where the excavator stands out. Wearing the full set gives you plus 100 carry weight. That's right, a walking pack mule, perfect for loot goblins who can't say no to another desk fan. And if you're wearing both left and right arms, you get 4x mining yield from ore veins. That's not a typo, 4 times. It doesn't make veins respawn faster or give you more mining actions, but each hit gives you 4 times the ore. Suddenly that black titanium vein isn't a hassle, it's a payday. How to get it in Fallout 76? Want your own excavator suit? It's one of the most accessible and useful early power armors in the game. Minor Miracles Quest. You get the plans by completing Minor Miracles at Garrahan Mining HQ. Enter the main door, go left in the atrium, down the stairs to the R&D lab with 2 power armor stations. Grab the schematics from the terminal. Once you have the plans, you can craft the whole suit at a power armor station. Mods and upgrades. Need mods? Check with Vendor Bot Greg in Grafton, Vendor Bot Chad at Camden Park, the Responders vendor at the White Spring Resort. Why bother with Excavator? Let's be real. In raw defense, Excavator isn't top tier. T65, Ultra Sight, even T60 will outclass it for taking hits. But that's not the point. It's the best armor for mining builds and scavenger playstyles. Plus 100 carry weight is game-changing, especially for solo players. It just looks cool. Black titanium, mining rig aesthetic, glowing ultrasight reactor vibes. And lore-wise, it's peak Fallout storytelling. Corporate ambition, sabotage, nuclear apocalypse, and scavengers making the most of it. If you want utility and style, and you're tired of the usual Brotherhood look, the Excavator is your suit. So that's the Excavator Power Armor explained. Built for miners, salvaged by survivors, and ready to haul your junk across Appalachia. If you've got stories about rocking this suit, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more Fallout lore and gear breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and happy mining out there in the Wasteland.